Welcome, everybody. Where is my stool? Welcome. Marful, what's up? What's up, Marful? Welcome. Tonight, Anna Ponsa is also here. Don't forget the thumbs up as you come in. Today, why is my thing doing kulu kulu like that? Okay, we are back. Yo, Solomon, what's up? What's up? As you guys come in, don't forget to drop your thumbs up, yeah? Hey, Gilbert, how are you? Hey, my thing is rotating. Are we okay, or you're also having rotations? Because it looks like it's rotating here. Yeah, Charlie, it's good. It's good. Cooler vibes. Awesome. Is my light okay? Can you get? Or do I have to come? Okay, I think this place is better. Charlie Gilbert, I'm doing fine. Karen, how are you doing? I see 6 people here and 3 thumbs up. I'll ask you guys so. As you come in now, you drop your thumbs. My thing is rotating here. Are you guys having, everything okay? Hold on. Let me turn on this light. Okay, I've turned on the light. So now I have correct light on. Hey, is it not burning? Okay, I think it's okay. It's cool. No rotation over here. Okay, all right. Because mine, the thing is rotating on the screen. I don't know why. So okay, if it's okay, if it's okay at your end, then fine. We can go ahead. So yes, welcome back from the holiday. Yeah, welcome back from the holiday. Eid. Barika the Salah to the Muslims here. Yeah, Barika de Salah to the Muslims. Those of you who didn't get me chicken and rice, I'll come at you. Charlie, tomorrow, just make sure you send me my chicken and rice. Okay? Yeah. Tonight, I want us to discuss some few things. I have like just 1 hour or 45 minutes before I need to do some retouching and then all that. So I want us to just discuss something briefly. One, it's about your this thing, retouching workflow. Yes, yes, don't forget the thumbs up, man. A Prime, is A Prime here? If you're here today, then today is the day I make you a moderator. Today is the day you get your blue ranch gang. So A Prime, if you're here today, just let me know. Remind me to make you a moderator. Yes, so we've always been talking about retouching, and all that. Today, I want us to take a step back. It happens that some people really don't know the steps, or let's say is it prerequisites to retouching. Big English, that thing I see it at places and all that, but I don't really understand it. But I know some of you understand it. So before you start retouching, some of the things that you need to know. Yes, I've abused this Ni and J t-shirt. I've abused it, sir, but Charlie, it's for the brand. Yes, basic things you need to know before retouching. You're wearing the Babs. How are you doing? How are you doing, Babs? Where are you joining us from? And how was your day? Yeah, so before you start retouching, there are certain basic things you should know. You don't just get up and then, pick up your image, your laptop, your tablet, or if you still use a mouse and then start working on, which we will be discussing today. So, okay, nice, nice. Where are you joining us from, Babs? This is greetings from Accra, Ghana, West Africa. So yes, before you start retouching, there are certain basic things you need to know. First of all, the image you're shooting, you need to shoot with retouching in mind. How are you going to retouch it? Is it going to be moody? Is it going to be high key? Is it going to be dark, low key? Is it going to be dramatic? How you're going to do it. Would you want to incorporate more shadows and all that? So your retouching process starts from shooting. So most of my images, even if I send you the raw, you think, I've done some dodge and burn, or I've done some kind of retouching already. But no, my raw images, I shared one. Yeah, there is one that I did a live shoot, and then I shared the link from Google Drive. So if you guys don't have it, I'll let you have that. I think I'll look for that video and then share it with you, because the link is in that video. You see, so first of all, when you're shooting, you should think about the retouching, how you're going to retouch it. That should affect your lighting. See, me, I like shadows. So just like how this is, you see, I have some shadows here, but then this is too harsh. So I'll just make these shadows softer, so that when I'm retouching, this place has already been burned. And then you see the highlights over here, they've already been marked. So I just see, as you look at me like this now, already it's like there is some dodge and burn going on. So that when you're retouching, you won't have to do too much. You understand? So if you're shooting, plan your shoot well. Your retouching should start from your light setup, your camera settings, and all that. You should take all that into consideration before you even shoot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Choppinson, we are live. We are live. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Don't forget to drop your thumbs up as you come in. Yes. So first of all, your light setup. Think about it. Don't, overexpose your image and say, oh, I'll burn it in post. Don't darken your images and say, oh, you will use dodge and burn to bring it back. Uh, Will Bernetics, welcome. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from? And don't forget to drop that thumbs up. You see? So don't overexpose your images and say, oh, I'll correct it in post. Don't shoot dark images underexposed and say you will correct them in post. No. Shoot as if you're not going to retouch. Shoot like you're not going to edit the image. Try as much as possible to get close to the final output in camera. That way your retouching will not consume much time. So that's the first step. Light in a way, or shoot in a way that if you look at that image raw like that, you will like it. The second thing, when you import your images, before that, let's even talk about what you use. There are most people who use like a normal laptop, like a standard laptop. Laptops are made for specific purposes. There are different types of laptops for different uses. A student's laptop will be like a normal laptop, just so you can type, do your project work, submit, watch movies, and play music and that kind of thing. That's a normal laptop. And then we have laptop for maybe a programmer, RAM space, and you need plenty RAM, processing, and all that, because you're coding and sometimes you're even doing it online and all that. After that, you need to compile the codes and all that. So a programmer will have different specs from a student's laptop or a normal office worker who just does word processing and all that. And then we have an editor's laptop. When the editor, either, or let me just make it a creative's laptop. So it can be video or pictures. Once you're going to be dealing with editing apps like Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Capture One, Lightroom, and all those things, they consume much RAM, number one. And then they take processing power, especially those that don't have, external graphic cards. If your graphic card is built inboard, Charlie, it takes much of your machine. You notice that anytime you open Photoshop, your machine starts, the fan will be on constantly. The speed increases like that. So for you to be able to retouch in peace, you need a strong machine. Most creatives will use a gaming machine. Why? Because the gaming machine, if you're a gamer, if you play video games, you know that gaming takes much resources, processing power, and then RAM. So most gaming machines are good for creatives, for editing videos and then pictures. You get it? That's why most people go for gaming machines. But then gaming machines also have their limitations. Because it's a gaming machine doesn't necessarily mean a creative can use it well. You get it? So go for a machine that will help you retouch in peace, not one that small time it will freeze. Small time, then you are running out of space and all that. See? So the second thing, get a good machine. When I'm saying machine, because some people decide to use desktop. If most of your workflow is at one place, you get a desktop. If you move about mostly, let's say you edit from cafe. When I say cafe, I mean a coffee shop, or a laptop will be good for you. You get it? So just choose whichever one works for you. And then your budget also. But in all, if maybe you have, let's say, 3K now and you can't get a good machine, I would advise you don't be in a hurry to just buy any machine. Wait, save up maybe another 1K and get a good machine at once. You don't want to go and buy. Okay, we will now take 1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll talk about the canvas, okay? So you don't want to go and buy just any machine because you need a machine to use and you have just for 3K. You get it? Invest in a good machine. Third, make sure you have a tablet, an editing tablet, a pen and tablet. For now, you're used to the mouse, so you'll be like, oh, the mouse is doing magic for me. But wait until you get a tablet and a pen. Then you will see that, Charlie, you're wasting time with the mouse. It's true. I've been using the tablet for like 3 years now, and I can't even. Hey, hello, Evans. Evans Balfour, what's up? How are you doing? How was your day? How even browse without using the pen? Now I can't even use the mouse anymore. See, so get yourself a tablet. And then thirdly, awesome, you're doing good. And Charlie, me too. I'm good. We are having a quick session then. Today we won't keep long. Maximum cry 1 hour. We've done 13 minutes already. The Akaba is 45 minutes or even 40 minutes. See, so get yourself a tablet. I use a Wacom. If you can't afford a Wacom, get a third party one, but just make sure it works well and you're good to go. See? All right. Then after that, you just get yourself the necessary apps. Most of you depend on actions and presets. See, actions were created by other people, presets were created by other people. You see, so if you're dependent on what other people use, it means you're I won't say copy, but you're depending on other people's style. You get it? The presets I use are presets that I let's say after some time of shooting, I realized these are the styles that I want to be recognized with. Let me give you an example. Sela. How many of you know Sela? Okay, you might know him as Pixelate. If I see, it's not just me, but most people, when they see Sela, Pixelate's pictures, they know that this is Pixelate. You get it? So imagine Pixelate puts his presets. He puts all of them together and says, okay, I'm selling my presets. And then 100 people go and buy it, and they all apply to their images. Now, whose identity will you be seeing when you apply those presets? You'll be seeing Pixelate's identity. You get it? So learn how to create those styles and then create your own style. You see, I have a lot of styles in Capture One. I formatted my machine recently and I lost all of them. I didn't export them. Like I didn't copy them somewhere. They were in the app. So when I formatted, everything went. So I started creating new ones. See, so the styles that I use, if I should give them out, people ask me, "Oh, give us presets and all that," and I'm like, you know, I create the preset based on the output I want. So if I'm using a preset, you behave. If I'm using a preset and I send the same preset to 10 of you guys and you all use that same preset, you get it. How then do you have your style? If my images, I like my, oh, Marvel, sorry about that. If I like maybe blues in my shadows, so with my color grading, and when I talk about styles and presets, I'm talking about color grading. So in my color grading, I put blues into the shadows. You get it? And then I'm known for that. Now, if I share that preset with you guys, most of you are going to use it like at the same setting, or you look at my images and try to give the same settings so that your images will look like my images. You don't. So now, if your images start looking like my images, people will see your images and think they are my images. You get it? So now you've lost your identity. So create the styles according to what you want to be known with. You can ask Pixelrate. Back then, I think 2, 3 years ago, I went to him. I told him, Charlie, I like the way you grade your pictures. Teach me how to do it. See, so that's my philosophy. Teach me how you do it, not give me your style for me to go and use. No, once I know how you do it, I can create my own style. I hope you understand. So don't ask people to send you their style or presets. Me, I've done my Capture One videos. I have 13 videos that I'm sharing. When it gets to the part where you create styles, I've created about 10 styles, which I will share with you guys. See, because up to now, me, I haven't found my style. I don't use a particular, preset. See, every time I change them, the same preset today, I'll use maybe 50% opacity. The next time I'll use 10%. Next time I'll use maybe 80%. So you can never see an image and be like, there's this thing running. All you know is I like cooler images. So I tend to add blues to most of my images. You get it? So that's the only thing I can say is my style. Warm images, nah, I don't like warm images. Sarah likes warm images. Okay, I think somebody typed something. Balfour said, great advice on the tablet. How do you set up your Wacom? I normally set up mine to use only the upper 8 corner of the tablet. Curious to know what your recommended settings are for the Wacom. Okay, so Evans, with my Wacom, I use the Intuos Pro and the small one because my desk is not that big. So I got the small, and then I started with the draw, the flat one, and even that I pinned it to only 1/3, no 1/4. If you divide your tablet into 4, I was using only, yes. So the same thing. Hey, Kone, we haven't finished our conversation on Instagram. We will continue. Yeah, welcome. So I use just 1/4, the upper left side of my Wacom because it's closer to my laptop. So it depends. You can use the upper right or lower left or lower right. So if you look at my Wacom, it's on my editing bench now. Next time I'll show it to you guys. You see that just that the first corner, upper corner, that's where I have the scratches because I use 2 screens. I don't want to be moving my hand over the tablet like that. So I, Patrick, what's up? What's up? So, Mr. Shorts, welcome. Yeah, Kone, we'll continue our conversation on Instagram. Yeah, yo, guys, as you come in, don't forget to drop your thumbs up. I see 12 people in with 6 thumbs up. How is that possible? That's cheating. If you're using your phone, just close the chat, press the X by the chat, press on the thumbs up, and then tap on chat again. It will pop it up. Yo, Mauto, what's up? What's up, Mauto? Charlie, we for do collabo. You dey here no. See, you dey here no. My back door. But we can make you do collabo. You see your life. Hey, Cassie is in. Cassie, welcome. So yes, my Wacom. I think I would have another video where I will take you guys through my retouching very fast because instead of going to file, create new layer or something, I have programmed it creates a new layer. If I want to duplicate, there's a key on the Wacom for that. My pen, I've programmed the 2 buttons, and then I use pen pressure most of the time for my brushes and then clone stamp. See, so all these things you need to set them up well. If you don't set them up well, they will mess you up with your retouch. So you'll be using a Wacom, but then you will not be gaining the full benefits of that tablet. So the settings matter. We'll do that in another video. So basically, that's it. For you to get your retouching game on, it's not just about just picking up any image and then you start retouching. No, you need to plan. So one, before you start retouching, it starts from your shooting. The light setup will determine how you retouch your image. So as you're planning your shoots, the retouching should be in your head, how you want the final image to be, so that you can light it accordingly. See, the first time I learned about dodge and burn, Selah Pixelway did a shoot. I saw the raw image, and I was like, guy, it's like you did dodge and burn in the camera. How did you do it? Oh, okay, okay. With Bamatics, I know who you are now. I know who you are. So give me about 5 minutes. We'll talk about the canvas, yeah? So I saw his image, and the images already looked like they were dodged and burned. So okay, Mauto, we go do the collab. So I asked him, you know, it will look like your image has been done to post. You don't have to do plenty stuff. You get it? So that's it. Secondly, get a good machine. I keep saying machine because I don't want to limit it to desktop or laptop. Get a good, if I say computer now, people will say no. And there's one thing I didn't talk about, screen calibrated. Charlie, you will see colors in your machine. You edit your picture. You see everything j on your thing. ABR, your screen lacks red. So when there is red, it will show it as Patrick says, well, you remember the issue with my screen calibrate. Yeah, yours, I remember you even brought your your desktop. You could crew your whole desktop to my studio so that we will check it. Yes. I also had a problem, same problem when I started with my Windows laptop. See, so make sure your screen is well calibrated. Whether, oh, I'm not laughing, Patrick. I'm not laughing at you. So whatever you're using, whether an external monitor or your laptop screen, make sure it is well calibrated. As I said, you will see colors on your machine. Maybe your machine doesn't recognize reds, so it will show the reds as the red will be dim. So you would think the red is too pale, so you will increase it. But then when you send that, hey, Vernon, what's up? When you send that image to another machine which is well calibrated, you realize that the colors are off totally. Okay, Marfo says, I don't own any kind of light. What do you suggest? Because I don't even own a flashlight. Hey, Marfo, how come you don't have a flashlight? What kind of photography do you do, Marfo? And for how long have you been doing photography? Right? So calibrate your screen very well and make sure you get the right colors. Otherwise, you'll be messed up. Ask Patrick, he knows. You will edit your picture, it looks nice on your screen. When you send it to somebody else, it's gone. Like everything is overboard. So please calibrate your calibration be one demon, Charlie. I had to calibrate my eyes because the fear if I do it myself, I'll worsen it. Yes, you see. So that's it. Make sure you calibrate your screen. So some of us had Charlie bad experience. Now I use an external monitor, and my external monitor has been calibrated with my MacBook. So the two of them have the same thing. About 8 months. Okay, okay. So Marfo, I think you should invest in a speed light. That's your starting point. You know, if you have the money, go for a strobe or an 8200. But if you can't afford those, then just get a speed. I'm sure with like between 300 and 500, you can get a good speed light from NK. Eh? So just get in touch with NK. He will hook you up. Nice one. How can a photographer not consider light? This brings me to the question: does light play up to 70% role in photography? Patrick, what is photography? Drawing with light. So photography is about light. So if you don't have light, you can't do photography. Photography is light. You're drawing stuff with light. Right now, you can see me because there's light on me. If I turn every light off here, you won't be able to see me. You get it? So photography is light. Please, how do you calibrate it? With Bernard, it depends. We have devices used for calibration. I have one in there. I took it from Team 1000 Words. It's the spider whatever thing. You put it on the screen, install a software, then it will, do some nyama things and then calibrate the thing for you. We have that one. But before I got that with my Windows, I made my friend Quads Photography. He brought his MacBook and I was looking at his screen, like we opened the same image on my screen and on his screen. So I was looking at his how it appeared on his, which was calibrated. So I adjusted my color values in settings, not in your Photoshop or something, in your machine graphics card settings. I adjusted the colors until my screen looked just the same as his. That's the manual way of calibration. You get it? Or you can use your phone. If your phone has good screen, like the iPhone, even the iPhone, different phones, different versions of iPhones have different color casts. Some have warmer colors, some are colder, and all that. So make sure you see the right colors before you use that as your reference for calibration. You get it? So one other okay, somebody asked another question. Ask ask so my man there can understand why he needs light now. Okay, so Patrick, relax and type and so that we understand. Photo means light. So I guess photography is all about light. The science students will do it. Yes, so photography is drawing with light. So that's it. You need light in photography. Without light, Charlie, you can't have a photo. You see, yes. So now this brings me to another point. Most Windows machines need you to calibrate the screens. That's a constant. About 90 or 95% of Windows laptops, you need to calibrate your screen. But the good thing is with MacBooks come straight out of the box with some calibration done already. So if you're using a MacBook, the chances of you seeing off colors is very, very slim as compared to when you're using a Windows machine. I don't know why, but that's the reality. So you realize that iPhones, if you're using an iPhone, like it gives you close to the original colors. Even if there are some errors, but then it gives you close to those colors. The same thing with the MacBook. If you're using a MacBook or iMac, the are closer to the original colors. That's why I always recommend. Notice that I saved and then went to buy a MacBook Pro. And I think 3 years ago, I think 2017, and it works very well. Hmm? Okay, so Patrick says, yes, I realized some error on your iPhone today, not giving you the exact color. Yes, so it depends. It could be that when you're setting up the iPhone, there are places where it tells you like to make your screen warmer or something like that. So I'll have to check that because on the MacBook, and the reason why I wasn't worried was because my MacBook is somehow calibrated. So I know the colors I see there are the right colors. So when I put it on my phone and I didn't get the same colors, I wasn't worried. Because the thing is now calibrated your screen is your clients' phones are not calibrated. So if you have calibrated screen and you see the right colors and you send them to your client who is using, maybe I'm not downgrading any phone, but all I'm saying is let's say to an Infinix phone or a Huawei phone or a Techno phone or even an iPhone which hasn't got, maybe they've changed their color temperature or something. You see. So the thing is, the screen can whatever you send to your client, they are going to see the exact thing. No, it's just an assurance to you that you have, worked with the right colors. So barring anything that your client doesn't have the right calibration, you know that even if they send it for print, they will get the exact colors because you have worked with the right colors. But if your screen is not calibrated, you will see different colors. So whatever you give out is what will go. So if your the green on your screen is less, you won't see green in your images. So you will go and increase. So you will saturate your image to green. Now, if you send that image to somebody whose screen is well calibrated, they will see plenty green, which means the image is not good. You get it? So calibration matters. Eh? Get it calibrated. Vernon says, I'm considering buying an iMac 2015 model because if I send my photo books for printing, there is always 4 to 6 images which needs to be color corrected and it costs money which I have to pay. Exactly, Venom. That are Apple products because out of the box they come already well calibrated. So just invest. Unless when they are end Windows machine. Quartz uses, a very high-end Windows machine. Other people use Windows gaming machines. Why? Because the gaming machines have their dedicated graphic cards, and those graphic cards are not like the usual graphic cards that come with basic machines. That's why I said invest in the correct machine. You can use Windows, no problem, but then know that Windows doesn't come straight out of the box calibrated. So you will need to do calibration. Mac or Apple products come somehow calibrated. Just take a new MacBook out of the box and start using it without calibration, and you will get good colors. But Windows, you need to calibrate. I'm not saying Mac is better than Windows, so please, nobody should put that there. All I'm saying is, if you want to just, on the go, buy and then use MacBook, it gives you close to the real colors without even calibration. You get it? Or you can get yourself a gaming machine. Good. Let me, it's a big live like this, but then not with my phone. I'll do it on my laptop so that we calibrate it. There's a hardware you can use for calibration. Just like color correction. Do you know that when you take a picture, your color, your white balance is very, very critical. That's another topic. White balance will be a topic on its own. When it comes to colors, recreating the exact colors, it's really, very, very, very important. You see that this black light on it, pure black. So when you go into post, you need to correct it. Now, you need to give it the same pure black. If you deviate small, all other colors will go off. So you need a white card or a gray card to be able to color correct. Most of us use our eyes to do white balancing. By the time you finish retouching, the person has become fair because you're not getting the white balance very well. Okay, Will Benatic says, so if I should buy light for outdoor shoots, which one would you recommend? Will Benatic, I'm still saving. I've used my mouth to buy the 8600, Godox 8600. I've used my mouth to buy it for like 3 years now. Each time I say I'll buy. That's like one of the best to get. If you have that, one, it's very powerful, as in the output. It's 600 watts. You can somehow overpower the sun. I'm not saying you can totally overpower the sun. Somehow, depending on the intensity of the sun. You get it? And then it has a rechargeable battery, so you can take it out, charge it. You can have multiple batteries, so once this one dies, you put it. And the batteries last, so you can with one charge, you can shoot the whole day, depending on if you're like Rec, then you need like 5 batteries. Yes, so the 600 is very powerful. It can overpower the sun up to a certain degree. You get it? Now, there is the AD360, which is what I use in my studio here. You guys have seen it a couple of times. This is the AD360. Let me show it to you guys. See? This is the AD360. It's like, it's just like a flash, but it's bigger. See? The Maestro AD360. Can you guys see? This is the one I use. It's for Nibote, but since he doesn't use it now, I have been using it. So this is it, AD360. It comes with a battery. Hold on, let me show you the battery pack. Patrick, where you put the battery? Okay, so this is the battery pack. See, this is the battery. There's a cable. You connect the cable from here to Venom. This is the 360. So it's 360 watts. This to me. Okay, welcome back. Sorry, I think the thing went. And this is the trigger. This is the receiver. This is the flash head. And then this is the battery. So this is one set. You can use this. Yes, this is charger. It's on. You see? So today, Patrick shot and see, it's a battery. So you charge it and that's it. It's charged. You use it the whole day. I shoot. There was a time I had a shoot for an agency, 16 models, 1/2 or 1/1. And it lasted the whole day. See? Hey, Babs, thank you. This is the set. It has the flash separator. It has this like this, and the cable and the battery will be on the floor. Disadvantage. So let me just connect this back. So you see, it's just like the flash. It goes in brackets. See, just like your speed light or the AD200 or AD400. So once it goes in, you lock it. It goes into the S type. See, simple like that. Very, very simple. So light is very important in photography. Very, very important. Good evening, Telly. You're not that late. You are just 38 minutes. It's easy to see if an imbalance, which will correct the skin tones and colors in the. Yes, yes. Chopinson, you missed something small. I don't know the time you left, so I can't tell much about what you missed. Uh, the video is breaking. Is it still breaking? I need someone to help me in the calibration of my laptop. Yes, so the calibration, guys, don't worry. We'll talk about calibration. There are two calibrations. One, your screen calibration. Two, your lens calibration. Hey, Selah is here. Oh, Selah is here. So those of you, anytime I say Selah, please, it's pixel rate. So put it in your head. Anytime I say Selah, it is pixel rate. Eh? And my other name is Abdul Razak. It's not Aziz. I'm Abdul Razak. You get it? So yes. Selah is so everybody, that's his real name, Selah. So when I say Selah, you know it's Pixelate. Okay. One day we'll do this whole tutorial from Pixelate Studio. I've said it with my mouth, but I'll make it happen. Yeah. You see, so yes, depending on the kind of output you want. Now they've made it easier. There's 8600, 8400, 8360, 8200. But I'll prefer the 80. He has about 6 of them in his studio. Ask him why. He knows the usefulness. You get it. So just save and then get a 8600 and you're good. Yes. So now let's deviate a bit. Let's talk about. Well, you were asking me about Canvas. That was one of the reasons why I came live. I didn't want to come live tonight, but because on my Instagram, yes, it was handmade by Selah Pixelate. You know, anytime I post, I do my best to acknowledge everybody who had a hand in it. The model, the makeup artist, the backdrop I use, and all my canvases have been provided by Pixelate. So all of them, I've mentioned him there. But people still ask me, where do you get your canvas from? How do I get some? It's very affordable. I won't say cheap because people have a mindset that when something is cheap, it means it's not. But let me show you. This is the green that I used yesterday. I used it for a quick shoot. And Seller's canvases are front and back. You see? Yeah, Charlie. Abi, you know. Abi, you know, Charlie. Hyper. See, so most of his canvases are double-sided, front and back. So Charlie, see, buy one, get one free. So this is also a different. So this I use. And this thing is full body. See, it's not just headshot or half body. It's full body. You can see it's still going and it's going. See, it's going all the way, and there is still more to roll. You see, it's full body. So when you buy it, it's not like the standard canvas that it goes just up to the knee or it just touches the floor and then you need another one on there. No, this one sweeps. You see, it curves all the way down there. And I've used it to shoot tall people and all that. And I've never had to lay another one on the floor or something like that. So it's combination you want, and Salah will get it done for you. Talk to him any size you want. He has standard sizes, but then if you want a special one, he can do it for you. You get it. So get in touch with him and Charlie. Okay, I even enjoy using the back. Yes, Eze has been using the green side. Eze, you will start paying. You start paying royalty. Right? Yes, Salah. So as you're here, they are asking how much it is. So you can just give them something brief. I can't type when I'm live with my phone. So please, Ella, assist them and let them know like the basic price for the basic sizes so that they can. Another one. You see, there is this. No. When you see, so this one I'm using, you won't see any other person using this same one. Nah, it's a different variation. That is it. It's customized. It's not like mass production, where it's not mass production. You request, it will be done for you accordingly. Just tell him, oh, I want color. He will do it for you. The design, I want it so and so design. And no other person will have the same thing. You get it? Charlie, and using the plain colored, yeah, customize. It's good to It's good to customize. Okay, so that's his handle, Pixel Junkies on IG. Be about the same price. No, a deal for you for 1 week. Okay, guys, his dogs for one. You see, sell and so and so. Charlie. So Canvas will give you like it will lift your like. We were always watching this guy. Oh, is it still breaking? Patrick. Okay, so yeah, I think it was breaking, but is it okay now or is still breaking? Guys, anytime there's a break, please let me know because I'm using my phone and I'm not monitoring it elsewhere. So anytime there's a break, just let me know so that I'll check it. See, Quartz and I. Okay, I think I'm back here. Am I back? The thing was rotating on the screen again, but I think I'm back now. So yes, we used to watch Clay Cook, and that was when he started using Canvas, started doing it. And then back then, to even to get Canvas, it was very expensive, very very expensive. So Stella is here to liberate us, to help us. So if you need a canvas, just Charlie, get in touch with Stella, Pixel Junkies on Instagram, and any type you want, any if you use plain colors, they add much value to your. There are people who come to it adds feel to the still buffering. It's more. Sorry, today is more. Okay, top. All messages. Okay, so I've made it to show all messages so that I don't miss any message. I don't know why MTN keeps doing this to me. So as I was saying, back to retouching prerequisites. Please make sure you calibrate your screen. If you don't have all this time to go about calibrating, or you format your machine frequently and you can't keep up with calibration, please buy a MacBook. It will it's one step at those machine desktops. Others use Windows laptops, others use iMacs. We all have goods and bads about those systems. See, but then we are here to help you, so you don't have to go and buy one machine and then realize it's not good for you and buy another one. If you're buying a Windows machine, buy a machine with good graphic cards. That's it. If the graphic card is good, it means what? It has a dedicated memory on the card. It can process things for you better. You get it? Otherwise, if you can afford, just get yourself a MacBook and save yourself some of the wahala. Hello, Babs. Thanks for being here. Oh, okay, you're leaving now. All right, no problem. No problem, Babs. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. So yes, make sure your screens are calibrated. Another time, I will take you through some of the basic things you can do to calibrate your. Thanks, Babs. Thanks. Good night. I'll take you through some of the basic things. If you don't have the hardware for calibration and all that, how you can do it in your machine. It's simple. So I'll take you through that. Also, you need to calibrate it to your body. Yo, Gilbert. Yeah. Well, yeah, Salah is also saying bye too. So if not because of COVID-19, I would say we can have a meetup point for calibrating my lenses. I can bring it. I can even it's a DIY. I do it myself. So I can print more, maybe 5 of them. Then I'll show you guys how to do it. Then you can also go and show other people because it's basic. And having your lenses correctly calibrated to your body, most of us buy um, used cameras. Not all of us can afford brand new, like out of the box. And even out of the box cameras, some of them need calibration. So for the calibration, it doesn't mean your camera is sports. Where is everybody running to? I'm bringing coffee. Oh, Choppinson, it was just one person leaving. So they were waving at that one person. They were waving at that one person. And this morning, I took coffee. I don't know why, but I took coffee. Coffee makes me shake. But I took one this morning and I've been fine since. You see, even if you buy brand new cameras, they need calibration to their lens. So it's not like once your lens needs to be calibrated on the body. It doesn't mean the camera is fault or the lens is not okay. Brand new lenses you calibrate, and most of us buy used lenses. So you see why calibration is very, very necessary. But most people don't know. So they'll, shoot, the image is never sharp unless maybe they step down on their f-stop before they get clearer image. I had that problem with my 85 on the D610. Anything below f4, I won't get the image sharp. So I had to be f4 and above to get the image. Shoot at 1.8 full body and I'll still get the whole image sharp. Then I realized calibration was something that people need to know about. You see? And we'll do that. So one video, I'll calibrate my lenses and you guys. The thing is, I don't know if I should do it live or I should do it a recorded video and post. So you guys will go and watch. I don't know which one will be more beneficial to you guys. But I believe in the live so that as I do it and you have any question, you see how it's done. It's not like it's a video and I'll be cutting steps off and all that. Because the way it's priced there, Charlie, we forget 20% discount using the code Ghananie. Choppinson, you're right. Okay, Stella. So as Choppinson said, you can have a special promo. Yes, I think we can do that. We'll have a special promo. Anytime you order and you use, like there should be a code. Yeah, I think Ghananie or something. So once you provide that, you get maybe a percentage discount. That would be good. Yeah, Stella. Stella, it's a good idea. Think about it. Tonight, as you go to bed, drink Coke, 1.5 liter on it, and then think about it. It's a nice idea. ah, Choppinson, don't go and inquire and run away. Share. you need one. Don't go and do big man and say, and they know, and I know they can't afford my rates. But they try, they go, please, I'm begging you. You get it? Some that see told me what you can afford. So surprises. He picks things and then gives his card. They should just deduct. That's big man shopping. But me, sometimes we know you're starting up. You can't maybe afford a certain price for. So talk to him. You get it. Don't just go and ask for price. Oh, this one I can't afford. Then you run away. No, talk to him. He's a brother. He knows. He's been in the industry for over 15 years. Okay, so guys, you guys have seen it. 15 whooping percent. Oh. 15%. Oh. See, so let's say if that says what when he started photography, the first you were the one who directed him. His first art lens, he bought it from you. So you see, 15 years. So you see, let's say if it's 500, see, because he's been years, he made it 15%. So it matches. So imagine, let's do calculation. I've taken my other phone. Let me your calculators. Hey, where is calculator? 100. See calculator. Okay. So let's calculate. 15% is what? 0.15 or okay, let's do it. 15 over 100. 0.15. So 0.15%. Hey, 0.15 times 500. Times 500. Extra large with extra toppings plus delivery 5 Ghana to my place. Using Ghana near photo on each one times. So getting the discount. So I promise today we are doing no long things. And what we want to talk about, we've discussed mainly the canvas and then before you start retouching the prerequisites. I'm still saying it again. The first time I learned about dodge and burn, I saw a picture from Pixelrate. And this thing I'm saying, it was in 2016 or no, 2017, early 2017. That was when I saw that picture. It was a fresh shoot, fresh shoot, no editing, nothing, straight from camera. He posted it in Epic. I looked at the thing, I said, Charlie, nice editing. And the guy said, this is straight from camera, like no editing, nothing. And the light was already there, as if the dodge and burn was already done. So you see, as he was shooting, he was already thinking about how he wanted the final image to be. So shoot like that. Don't just blast lights, shoot anyhow and say, I'll edit it. I'll correct it in Photoshop. No. Charlie, I beg. Plan your shoot well. If you're going to shoot with natural lights, whatever you want, plan it and go like that. Charlie, I didn't get the price calculation. Oh. The video was breaking. Okay, so let's do it again. Why is my video breaking? Let's do it again. Chopinson. See, he's giving away 15% if you use the code Ghananie photography. So where is the calculator? 15%, like 15 over 100 is 0.15. So 0.15, this is a 0.1, is 0.15 times, let's assume, I'm not saying you, but let's assume one canvas is 500. So 0.5 times 500 Ghana. That is 75 cedis. So you're getting a discount of 75 cedis. So you're going to pay 425 instead of 500. You see, so you're saving 75 cedis. Now, you might think 75 cedis isn't much. But ask yourself, if you're going to pick that thing up, that 75 cedis, you can pick Uber in and out, and even where you're coming from. That 75 cedis can buy me pizza extra large from Papa's, plus extra toppings, plus delivery 5 cedis to my apartment. You get it? And then imagine you're buying 2 or 3. 75 times 2. That would be 150. No, 150 cedis. You're saving 150. Then add maybe a third one. So each time you buy with a code, you're getting 75 cedis discount. That's big, man. You won't get it anywhere, not even online. And this is, you order, I think there's a timeline. You order, it's done, and it's hand painted. Whatever you order, you won't see another person using the same thing unless you give them yours. You see, so it's customized to your requirements. So take advantage of it and then get it. Seller, I'll be good marketer. But meanwhile, me too, I don't like marketing. Marketing is one thing. I'll never find myself doing it. Never. I can't do marketing. So yes, we've exhausted the 2 topics. Canvas. Get canvas. Charlie, enough of the plain colored backdrops. The seamless paper. Enough. Get canvas. When I see images shot on canvas, it gives me that adult feeling like, yeah, this person knows what's up. Okay, Webmatics. Which lens would you recommend for us for portrait photography? Okay, let me use myself. I have the 50mm. I have 85. I have, I'm not a marketer. How do I explain it? I don't want to be biased. So I'm trying to explain it so that it suits like the general population. My studio's length is 12 feet. It's not as big as the last place. And with my 85, and I shoot from there, then I can get full with my 85. So based on your space, if you're shooting studio and maybe your room or something, 85, you can only do headshots or something. So I can't just recommend like one portrait lens for you. I know other photographers who use 18 to 55 because their space is very small. Others use 2470. I use the 2470 sometimes if maybe I'm shooting a large group, or if I'm shooting a kid who moves a lot, then I use the 2470. But if it's an adult and I'm doing portraits or headshots and all that, I use the 85. Outdoor, if you're doing outdoor, I use the 85. But if I want to feel Rambo, then I use the 70 to 200. But Charlie, the 85 is sweet. Like, to me, well, that's what I have tried. I haven't tried the 100mm macro for portraits. So I would say the 85 is the best portrait lens. If you can, and I think it's very affordable, the 1.8. Very, very affordable. If you're going for the art, 1.4, now it's like 5K and all that, Charlie. And yeah, voila. Me, I use the Nikon version, which is 1.8, and I've enjoyed it so far. And it's always, if I want to travel light, like pack lesser things, I take the 85 and my body, and that's with an SD card. I'm good. So, with Benatics, if you have the 85 and you're going to be doing more outdoor, 85 is okay. Or 70 to 200, sweet. But if it's studio and you have a smaller space, 50 mm will be okay. That also depends if you're using a crop or a full frame. You see all those things. So I can't just give you a one answer fits all scenario. So just look at yourself. If you're doing outdoor, 85 is good. Some even use 50. Cool, but I have never used 50 mm for portraits outdoor. No. It's only in the studio if I'm doing full or something like that, fine, then I use 50. But if I'm doing headshots or portraits, I use the 85 mm. Yeah. Hey, Lydia, let's say now, what's up? We forgot our thing. You didn't remind me. Shame on you. Do we want us to do it tonight or we should do it tomorrow? Any is okay for me. Or let's see, when I end this, then we can check it. So if you're okay with it, just let me know so that once I end this, then last time the same thing I said. You didn't remind me. Eh? All right, guys, we've done 65 minutes. So I think we are good for tonight. Okay, Lydia, I'll do that. I'll text you once I'm done so that it won't take long, just like 5 minutes. So Lydia, right now I'm using my phone to do this thing. I'm using the selfie camera and what else? Yeah, I'm using my phone, my iPhone, the selfie camera with the YouTube app and nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. That's all I'm using. So guys, thanks very much for being part of today's discussion. We'll be back again tomorrow with more exciting, topics. So enjoy your evening. If you're here and you haven't liked the video yet, kindly go ahead and like it before we go off. And those who missed, they will always come and then watch it. So all those around, Charlie, thanks very much for the support, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Yes, today's shoot didn't come on because it got cancelled last minute. So I'll try and fix another one anytime it comes up. Tomorrow I'll be busy in town and all that. So I'm not sure tomorrow I'll have any shoot on here. Yeah, webinatics. Thanks. I hope I've taken care of your enquiries. Yeah? Webinatics. I hope I've answered your enquiry. So Exerate is the guy. Go to him. Don't go big man. Charlie, give me your rates. And then when the rates come, you see that this one there, it has overed me and you run away. No, don't do that. Talk to him. Talk to him. If you go with the Ghananie photography, you already have 15% discount. So Charlie, make good use of it. Get yourself some canvas. You see, every time I shoot on canvas, even though I'm not that creative, when I shoot with canvas, it adds some touch to the image. So Charlie, get yourself. Most of you guys are very creative. Sometimes I always say that, Charlie, if I'm as creative as most of you, I'm very technical. Me, I can dissect the camera, know everything about the camera, how to do this. But when it comes to creativity, I'm not a creative person. You get it? So I need a creative director. So if you can be my creative director, fine. Come and join me. If you are like Selah, you can just